was earning 50 million at 18. He scored in the Champions League, and today he plays in Brazil's third division. They were on magazine covers, FIFA loading screens. They were called the future of football, but that future never came. This is the story of forgotten Wunderkinds, the names that once echoed around the world, and now are silent. Bojan Krkic, the new Messi, broken by expectations. He debuted for Barcelona. Sleep. His hands trembled. Panic attacks began. In 2008, he was called up to Spain's squad for the European Championship. He was 17. Everyone waited for him. He refused to go. The media tore him apart. They called him weak, a spoiled kid, but he simply couldn't walk out of his hotel room. He went on loan. Roma, Milan, Ajax, England, Germany, USA, Japan. 9 clubs in 10 years. He didn't fall, he faded. Slowly, silently. In 2023, he ended his career at 32. No farewell match. No fireworks. He simply walked to the microphone and thanked football. He said, "I'm not afraid anymore. I'm free." Why didn't he make it? Because talent isn't everything. When you're 17 playing next to Henry, Messi, and Guardiola, but inside you is panic, expectations, media, pressure, crushed him. He wasn't weak, he was human. He could have become a legend. He chose himself instead. He lost in football but won in life. Freddy Adu. At 14, he signed a professional contract. At 15, he was already playing for the US national team. He was called the future of football. Brands built ads around him. Millions believed in him, except he wasn't ready. 2004. Freddy Adu debuts for DC United at age 14. The youngest professional player in US history. Deals with Nike, Pepsi, EA Sports. His face in FIFA 06. He became a star before he ever became a player. Interviews, TV shows, commercials, but on the pitch he struggled. The pressure destroyed him mentally. He was a teenager treated like a veteran. He wanted to play, they demanded victories. At 18, he moved to Europe, to Benfica. Everyone expected a breakthrough. He couldn't handle it. Loans followed: France, Greece, Turkey, Serbia. He never stayed anywhere longer than a year. Never became a key player. Later he said, "I turned pro before I grew up as a person." He wasn't ready mentally or physically. Coaches expected maturity he simply didn't have. He tried to come back. MLS trials, Sweden, Serbia, even Brazil, no one signed him. His last club was Las Vegas Lights. He played 14 minutes and disappeared. He's 36 now, still without a club. In interviews, he says, "I don't know who I am without football." Maybe that's the saddest part. Freddy Adu became the first player turned into a superstar before he ever became a footballer, and he paid for it with his entire career.
Infiammare San Siro, ancora Kakà si libera, Pato gol, il gol di Pato, azione avviata dai
Alejandro Pato, the prince betrayed by his own body. He was only 17 when he stormed into European football. He scored beautifully, effortlessly, as if the game was in slow motion. He was called the future of Brazil. At Milan, they wanted to build a new dynasty around him. 9 goals in half a season. Everyone admired his technique and lightness. Smiling, humble, but deadly on the pitch. Real Madrid, Barca, Chelsea, they all wanted him. Milan refused to sell their jewel. And then something began, something doctors still struggle to explain. Hamstring. Every 3 or 4 matches, a new micro-injury. He didn't just miss games, he lost rhythm, confidence, motivation. Doctors couldn't understand. He looked healthy, but his muscles wouldn't hold. He came back again and again, but psychology is brutal. He was afraid to sprint. He played cautiously. He said, "I knew that if I gave 100%, something would tear again." In 2013, he left Europe. Back to Brazil, Corinthians. Then a loan to Sao Paulo. Then Europe again, Chelsea. 2 matches. After that, Villarreal, China, MLS. He changed clubs like someone searching for himself, but never finding. He wasn't lazy, not unprofessional, he was broken. Not by character, by his body. The most painful part? Pato had everything except stable health. Now he plays for Sao Paulo. Sometimes he appears, sometimes he scores, sometimes he gets injured again. He rarely gives interviews. He's no longer a star, but he's no longer suffering either. He plays when he can. And maybe that's enough. He could have become a legend, but became a lesson instead. Even the most gifted can't defeat their own body. Renato Sanches. From golden boy to Oblivion. At 18, he became European champion and the tournament's best young player. He was compared to Pogba, chased by Juventus, Real, United, and now he can't even make the match squad. Summer 2016, the revelation of the Euros. An 18-year-old hurricane from Benfica. He tore midfields apart, scoring, pressing, fearless. France trembled at his runs. Germany fell in love. Bayern paid nearly 40 million euros. He didn't know the language, the culture, or what was expected, and he was thrown straight under the pressure. Ancelotti expected maturity, but he was still a kid. A season of mistakes, turnovers, nerves. The media crushed him. Then Swansea. A new chance? No, a disaster. He was called the worst transfer of the year. In one match, he passed the ball into an advertising board. It seemed over. Renato vanished, but he didn't give up. In 2019, he joined Lille quietly without hype, and suddenly he started shining again. Became a leader, dragged the team to the Ligue 1 title. France rediscovered his genius, a rebirth. Then PSG came, and he lost himself again. Few minutes, injuries, bench. Now he's on loan at Panathinaikos. And again, pain, breaks, confusion. He wasn't overrated. He was thrown too early into a system too unforgiving. He wasn't prepared, and when he made mistakes, no one helped him. Renato's story is not about failure. It's about how not to treat young players. He's still young, only 28. He can come back, but maybe he'll never again be that magical kid from Euro 2016, because that magic faded.